So this is first question related to reversible reaction and equilibrium. It's already done for you. So in first question, ammonia is made by reacting nitrogen with hydrogen, and the equation is given by N2 plus 3H2 gives 2NH3. The forward reaction is exothermic. So when a chemical reaction is exothermic, the question is which changes in the temperature and the pressure decreases the yield. Yield means amount of a product here, or if we want to decrease the yield, means we want the equilibrium to shift towards the left hand side. Because we want to decrease the yield, so we want the equilibrium to shift towards the left hand side. Now, first, because the reaction is exothermic, so as the reaction is exothermic, the reactants have high energy and the product is having low energy. So for exothermic reactions, reactant always have high energy. So N2 and 3H2 will have high energy as compared to 2NH3. Because we want to decrease the yield, or we want to shift the equilibrium towards the left hand side. So how we can shift the equilibrium towards the left hand side? For exothermic reactions, if we increase the temperature, the equilibrium will shift toward the left hand side. That's why temperature should increase. What about the pressure? So if we have N2 plus 3H2, which gives 2NH3. So when we check the number of the particles, 1 plus 3, that's 4 particle and 2. So I want the equilibrium, because if I increase the pressure, equilibrium will shift towards, so if we increase the pressure, equilibrium will shift towards side where number of moles are less, number of particles are less. So it will shift towards the side where we have less particle. But we don't want, so if we increase the pressure, equilibrium will shift towards the side where we have less particles or forward. But we don't want to increase we want the equilibrium to shift towards the left hand side. So what we should do, we should decrease the pressure, because decreasing a pressure will shift towards the side where we have more particles. So both cases, we want to shift it towards the left hand side, so the temperature should increase and the pressure should decrease, so that it will shift the equilibrium towards the left hand side. So for this reaction, the reaction is used to manufacture ammonia from nitrogen and hydrogen, which is a reversible. An equilibrium is established between ammonia, nitrogen, and hydrogen. What is the meaning of equilibrium? Equilibrium means when both the forward and the backward rates, like reaction, occur at the same rate and there's no change in amount of reactant or product. That's why option A is a valid answer. If we say rate of backward reaction is greater than forward, so where the equilibrium is shifted, if the backward is higher, so it means the equilibrium has
So,
shifted
Mr. It
towards
will left.
left. The rate of forward reaction is greater than backward, so where the equilibrium is shift? Right. The forward and backward reaction have both stopped. That statement is totally wrong and reversible. Like it's not equilibrium, it's not defined as when the reaction stop. It means the reaction happen or occur, but their speeds are same.